Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show where I'll be doing technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So, before we get started, please hit that like button, and 150 likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, if you want to get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out my link down below in the description for Patreon. And when you join, you get all these trade ideas. You can see right here, swing trade ideas, daily trade ideas. I'm not going to share all that, but you can see just alone today how many trades that I picked up and how many I sold this morning. You can see DIA calls we had 416 June 20th. We sold for 46% profit. Broadcom shares that I picked up, bunch of them, bunch of shares. Not only this 200 that I had more shares and I sold all that today. ARM, another one, sold. Then we got GDX puts. I sold half, capped half of my position. Today, this thing went to the moon. This was something that we had to play, no choice. And this thing came back from dead. I mean, this was fantastic. Starbucks, yesterday, we took these calls, $80 calls. They had a big drop. We picked up calls near 75, and today it was 82. I sold all my calls on Starbucks. Talking about profit, people making money, that makes me really happy. And I want to see what he's actually posting right here. As I'm actually here looking at it, let's just see whatever he's posting. This morning, we took meta puts, we took spy puts, it paid, and then we also took bunch of, here it goes, Caterpillar puts that we took, meta puts, he also got in, spy puts, QCOM calls, that was not my call, it was one of my Patreon members, he's been there for 5 years, fantastic DIA calls, 19 grand from N1 hitting out of the park. Now you can see cat puts right here. Starbucks, Microsoft. I don't know. He got minus, but yeah, like I said, it was coming back from dead. We got Starbucks, more Starbucks. Then we got some DIA calls right here. GDX, Microsoft calls actually paid. So I got paid. I don't know. Why he's actually minus. Maybe he didn't add any more. QCOM, we took today some calls. It was really nice. Just few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, and it was 35-40% DIA right here. Then we got, I love seeing people like this dude right here, just managing a smaller account, and look at his trade. TSM, I'm still holding half a position. It's 180 call. You can see right here. 8/15th expiration. And look at the gain right here on just one. I mean, it's pretty much doubling here, guys. So fantastic trade right here. We got more Qs. Microsoft puts we took this morning also paid DIA 46%. Then we got Avgo shares. We got Meta shares. Oh my God, he bought Meta shares as well. Microsoft. Then we got Microsoft calls right here that turning green. QCOM, Nvidia. I mean, on and just kept going. All these trades, IBM, I bought 100 shares. Obviously, he got a call instead of shares and he made 43%. That was from yesterday. Starbucks, yesterday we sold half a position. And today, this was from yesterday also. HTZ, we know that had a big move. We shorted that thing and that thing also paid. So a lot of these trades are available, especially if you're serious about trading on Patreon, guys. And I'm talking about only serious people and people that are really looking to join annually, because some of these trades take more than a month. So if you're just looking into just go in and get out quickly, that maybe not your type of Patreon that you want to join, right? So maybe you want to skip on that. But yes, you can go and join monthly, but I'm just saying, like, some of these trades actually take time, and then you do get live trading and all kinds of technical needs that you need on daily basis on Patreon. These are not tier. And one more thing I want to point out, guys, when you join Patreon, especially for trade ideas, it's only available through Patreon. I had one person who had actually took PayPal. and I cannot still find this guy. So if you're watching and you actually got into PayPal, please contact me immediately so I can give you access or your money back. Now, with that being said, market well all over the place. Dow pretty much flat on the day. Nasdaq up 1.5%. S&P up 0.63%. Russell up 0.62%. 11 sectors that makes up S&P 500. Technology leading the way, led by Microsoft, Meta, Google, Amazon. Not much by Apple and Tesla and all the other ones. Industrials, consumer cyclical, energy, and then we got healthcare lagging behind. Big drop on Eli Lilly on healthcare. Then we have a stock market map. You can see it right here. Especially big names are green. We got Broadcom, Nvidia going up, Microsoft over 7%, Amazon 3, Meta 4.23, Google up, and Tesla down. Then you can see Eli Lilly down nearly 12%, and they're calling this biggest drop since 2008, or what is it, 2020? Biggest drop since 2020. I mean, the stock is still trading at what, 800? What are you talking about biggest drop here, guys? I mean, that is ridiculous. I mean, I like this company, I like the stock, but just $100 drop and you're making a big deal out of it. I mean, that is just ridiculous. Now, financial not doing so great. You can see, pretty much flat to break even to up maybe 1%. Some of the names, and now we can talk about Apple since they released earnings and I looked at it. Let's talk about Apple stock. All right, so Apple stock was up slightly on the day, 0.39%, and now earnings they beat, but by a small, tiny, mini margin. And I don't like to see that as an investor. If I'm investing in Apple, I would like to see, beat by a massive margin. But with all that hiccups going on behind the scenes with, you know, phones and everything, where they're gonna go and actually make these phones. China, well, it's not happening. Looks like they wanna, I think Tim Cook said most of the stuff is going to get shift to Vietnam and then maybe India. So it's all over the place and running around. Obviously it's gonna get settled, but at this point the earnings, if you ask me, total disappointment from Apple, and that is why the stock is down 4%. Now, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, they did announce $100 billion buybacks into Apple shares. So that might be a little bit bullish for tomorrow, but depending on where things go down here, I'm looking at as another dip buying opportunity. We have a gap as a target on top. So I think this gap will likely to get filled tomorrow. And from there, I'm going to start picking up dips on Apple stock, especially with that buyback. But just because I'm going to pick up the dips, who knows what I'm going to pick up, right? So unless you're on Patreon, you're not going to know. And I'm not going to discuss anything more here on Apple because, some people think like, when I say I'm gonna pick up, means I'm gonna pick up weekly calls, and it gets toasted. I don't do that often. I don't pick up weekly calls on something like this, so that's not what I'm doing. But let's talk about technicals. Looks like it's gonna open up right here. There will be support at 204. 13-day moving average. There will be support at 200 to 201, and then 198. Below that, we have this gap 194 that can act as a support, which is going to be a really nice dip if I can get that right down here. Now, if things pushes back up before opening and we can open over 207, then forget about closing these gaps. We might be hitting higher and possibly retesting 216.40, 50-day moving average, and then maybe even closing this gap at 221 on Apple. So that is the game plan for Apple. Totally, if you ask me, earnings are disappointment and it's not really good. And this, what the stock is doing while giving us another opportunity to buy the dip. Now let's talk about Microsoft, another big name which is up today 7.63%, and this morning's 435 puts right here, guys. Live trading in Discord took puts and then sold at 429 for a nice profit. And then this thing came back even more. And right out of the gate, we sold these swing trade that we had calls on Microsoft. It was 440 calls and pretty much going in the money, guys. I was waiting, maybe take another swing short position at 440, but we were unable to close the gap here at 440. So that was a day trade and I got out. So going into tomorrow's session, looks like there will be strong support at 420, If we crack below that, then watch out for 413, and that's where upper Bollinger Band is sitting. So we might see a retracement down here. As of right now, if this thing wants to rally back up, there will be strong resistance at 440. Gap fill reversal can happen from here at this level. So keep an eye on that right here on Microsoft. Amazon, they just reported earnings. And this one, I think, also beat, or some cases they missed. And that's why this thing is down. But it was down like 4 or 5%. So it recovered pretty much all of that. But Amazon is already beaten down quite a bit, so I think it might be priced in. Depending on where things open tomorrow, that could be another buying opportunity. I would like to see it down here, 176. I don't know if I'm going to get that, but as of right now, holding right here at 184, there is a gap at 185. That should act as a support. Now, if that support gives up, or if we open below that, then watch down here at 180 and then 177, gap fill reversal. To the upside, resistance will be at 190 now since we're opening below, and then right up here at the 50-day moving average 193, and then we're heading straight up for this gap just under 200. On Google stock, it's up 1.18%, so big rally here on Google. And this thing, I mean, this was pathetic. We had a gap up, this thing crapped, and now it's going back up. And they had decent earnings, so it looks like it's heading up, up to this 50 SMA, which is at 164. If that breaks, we might be coming back up and retesting 168 to 170. If this thing does not hold 162, the next stop 158, 155. This gap down here on Google. On Tesla stock is down 0.5%, so nothing big. But if you look at my screen, it's actually looking good because we got the breakout. We're above this trend line and it's just consolidating here. We got hammer, we got inverted hammer today. So 280 is holding, guys. As long as it's over 280, it can actually make a move up to 300. So keep an eye on this. There is a $20 move to the upside, and I'm still holding those calls, long-term calls that I had just a couple of months ago here. We sold some of that right here into this rally, and now holding that, did not even add any more on this dip. And that position is green by a lot. Now 280, the support gives up, then we might be landing down here at 265, filling the gap probably here at 259. AMD today, look at this AMD. I mean, this is really bad. I mean, AMD was up to 100. We did not fill this gap, and few times, sometimes you get these feelings like, I should go in here instead of shorting Nvidia. This is actually, a lesser of a stock than Nvidia, and there was like quite a few times, maybe 6, 7 times, I was thinking about shorting AMD, but I did not. But boy, oh boy, this thing dropped $4 immediately, and now it's sitting at 96. We did not close this gap. There is earnings coming up next week. So now, if you look at my screen, 96, your key line in the sand. Below that, it can land down here at 92 to 91. These moving averages can act as a support as well. Now to the upside, 98 breaks, then watch out for this gap at 101 right here on AMD. And now let's talk about Meta. Well, big pop today to the upside, 5 and 92. And I think I got in. It was a one click, buying these options. And when I got filled, I didn't even look at it. Got a bunch of position this morning, and these were already ready to go. You know how you can bring those options, and you just I'm not using phone, so just one click buy, and I bought it, and I'm like, it was down to what was it? 576. I'm like, damn, I just got in and it's dropped like 13, $14. Immediately went and start selling this, Meta puts. And this was really nice. But I didn't go big here because, they just beat earnings and it was gapping up and going. So I didn't want to go and get anything big and then get toasted, right? So it was really nice. All worked out really nicely, even Microsoft puts. And now you can see this thing came back, huge rejection there, and holding actually 5 is 72, 50-day moving average, and now it's below. So we'll see how that plays out. If we can get over 572 tomorrow, then it's heading back up to 586 to 600. Below 572, we might be pulling back down here to 558, maybe even closing this gap at 549. Now, stock of the day and stock of the week and the stock of the month. Well, this thing right here, it just kept grinding and going up to 1142. And in my video, we talked about 1150, almost there. And look at this Bollinger Band still going, guys, still going straight up. So I'm gonna move this a little bit more, and you can see right here a clear picture just holding up. Now, things are going up, 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 up. At some point, it's gonna break. And if it breaks, guess what? There will be a retest of 1066, and that's gonna be quite a drop on Netflix. So this thing is up again today. It was up more, but ended the day pretty much at break even. There will be support at 1120. If that gives up, we might be landing down here at some point. To the upside, still my target. And actually, I can put a line here so you guys can see that 1050. That's gonna be the next target to the upside right here on Netflix. So keep an eye on this, and we might be heading that way tomorrow at some point if this thing does not break this trend line and the 5-day moving average 1120. On Nvidia stock is up 2.47%, but we did not get over this high right here, 115. And as a matter of fact, we got inverted hammer right here, a red body hammer type candle. And looks like there is a gap down here at 108. So we might be heading down that way tomorrow. And below that, we also have supported 107. There is another gap down here at 100. Now, Nvidia takes out 115. Then it might be heading up to this, 118 range. And this is what I would like to see, and especially if you're a bull, you want to see that also here on Nvidia getting over 118. And whenever that happens, we'll talk about it. But right now, I don't see the power that is coming in here on Nvidia to break this resistance here at 118. You can see another rejection today. We're not even over this 90-day pause candle, so I cannot talk about any more upside at this point. Tomorrow, there will be support here at 109, 107, and under that level, it can go much, much lower, possibly down to this gap at some point. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated.